welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Bavarian campaign. So last episode didn't go so well, partly because let's admit it, I was upset about the fact that my campaign was falling apart because of this bug that keeps striking me, and it was so frustrating trying to go back, load saves, and then redo everything just to end up at the same problem. And you know, maybe doing these videos that well, some of them can take up to an hour to do in certain ways, and it was so frustrating. I tried so many things, and then I realized I kind of ran out of saves. I had kept specifically, just in case something happened, that I kept like 5 saves so I could go back a few turns in case, but I realized I had basically gone back as far as I could and going back even further, so that's why. But as I said, because I gonna end this prematurely, I kinda promised you guys that I will do a second one for this. Not entirely sure if you guys will be part in choosing, but you know, shout out your suggestions. So at this point, I mean, I've played quite a lot of campaigns. This is my 3rd campaign for Napoleon Total War 3. It's probably the most campaigns I've done for a mod. So I've done France, and then Austria, and now Bavaria. Anyways, we're here for the kind of last fight. I can recruit no troops, so we gotta take care not to try and lose them. I've got 1 province left. Only Berlin is left. I have given away a lot of territories, and I've lost a lot of territories. So the French took a lot, but then I purposefully gave away some to Italy, so I strengthened the Italians. And I also strengthened Sweden by giving them basically re-establishing Swedish Pomerania, and not only that, but Mecklenburg as well. Not entirely sure if Sweden will be able to hold it, as I think the French are still at war with them. They're only at war with Spain, actually, so they have signed peace with the rest. So they just kind of doubled their territory and probably doubled their population by getting these territories. There's about, what, 800,000 here and 1 million here, if I see that right, and then there's 2.2 here, and then we don't know, but I don't think there's a lot in Finland. Anyways, let's not go through and this statistic, what's it called, the population amount in different areas. We're gonna go ahead and end turn, and we're gonna see how long I last holding on to Berlin. So without further ado, let's go ahead and turn and see what the French does. And I don't have to wait long. This might be the last battle. So I have deployed 3,700 men in defense of the city, with an additional 3,000 on the way, while the French are bringing 2,800 to start off with, and then have a reinforcement of 3,000 men, and it's all kind of elite troops. They even brought some of the other German states against us, so we got the Württemberg regiment, 124th. They've got some really strong cavalry, they got some really strong cannons. And then the chasseurs, the voltigeurs and so forth that tore us up in last battle. But this time I'm more determined to hold out the best I can. They brought the Duchy of Bergen as well, right. It's not in my favor. Hopefully the ground is in my favor though. With that said, let's go ahead and fight the final stand of Bavaria. And so here we are. Unfortunately, luckily we are actually able to set up in a town. Unfortunately, it's only these kind of townhouses that we get as defense. The only really viable house is this one out here. But since my units are at full strength, I'm not entirely sure it's a super good idea to put troops in it. I've got one of my subscribers came up with the idea of actually having a square really close to the cannons to save them from cavalry charges or bayonet attacks, so that you have quickly something to run in to defend. I kind of want to put it maybe... The thing is, I want the cannon to cover this outside of the house, and then I don't want to put the second cannon out here because I'm kind of fearing that you know what, maybe we'll do that actually. Not there though. I think we'll keep... The idea is to keep fighting around this house. So we'll have this unit, even though can't really fit, we'll have them go into the house. And then we'll have this cannon kinda right there. We have the grenadiers then formed in square right behind them. Then we don't need to drag all these guys out that far. I think we'll have 3 there, and then you can be a square fixating behind there. And then you 2 like that. And I think that looks good. And then the cavalry needs to come out into the open to be able to sweep away the enemy as they come across there. And with that said, let's go ahead and start. And hold your fire. Wait a little bit. What you can actually do is see about tearing down maybe some of the houses close by and sort of open up that side. You, however, you can be allowed to fire round shot on the enemy. I'm wondering where the French have put their really big battery. Oh, there it is. Luckily for me, it seems that ooh shit, they're about to open fire on me. This is gonna be nasty. I wonder where they're aiming for, what they're aiming for. It's gonna aim for these cannons. 1 cannon fired. A single shot. I can't see where the can... Well, there. 1 cannon shot ran through here. So this seems like they're aiming for this cannon for some reason, which seems a bit odd. And also it seems like they're not firing all the cannons either. Decided to just give me a little bit of a scare instead of firing off all the 10 cannons. And I mean, in response, we took down this cannon out of the old guard battery. And I also realized that they brought Grouchy as the main general for the French. Okay, we've got... are they gonna send the Germans at us from the start? So the Wautenbergers. Bastards. There are a lot of them. Right, the enemy has come close enough that we will switch to fire canister. And I think it's best to draw the line. Let's draw it to that tree out there. And then given that the canister is up here, and I thought the enemy was going to deploy more along here. So we have possibility here of deploying the troops out here in among the houses instead. This is going to be, this unit's going to be entirely blocked, so I guess we get that one a little bit more like that. I like how the French AI, look how they're deploying their troops. It actually looks like someone with a brain is actually deploying these men. Ooh, oh shit. Cannon shots lining up right here. Jesus Christ, the French pull no punches. I'm gonna need some barrage fire. Oh, there's lots of French troops coming now. Let's have the cavalry advance. Chasseurs Cheval. Voltigeurs. They're moving towards the farmhouse. Can I order the men to kind of deploy better inside the house? And kind of get up to those walls? And to make the house a little bit... This cannon, since I thought the enemy was gonna come through here, but they didn't, I think it's reasonable to assume that I should move this cannon. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of French, and I really need to get rid of these two. I think we'll deploy the 2 dragoons to deal with them and keep the other 2 cavalry units in reserve. I'm not gonna form square, we're gonna just stand and hold since the enemy is slowly riding into us. I'm pretty sure we can just shoot them away. I'm redeploying the... Oh shit! Oh yeah, we've only got 1 cannon there. That might be good though, because then I can move it. I think we'll move it, try to move it somewhere there. And then we'll rebuild a square close by. That's not great. Charging straight into enemy with braced bayonets. However, they turn just as we arrive. French cuirassiers strike as well. Bavarian cuirassiers will be held in reserve in the forest. And then I'll take these chevaliers and try to get to those 12 with that big gun. So far our defense of Berlin has been successful. Let's hold right here and deploy the cannon. See, deploy the square. Could do better there, but we're gonna keep it as it is. Conscript unit, you know what, let's deploy both units towards those. Kind of drag them in towards us. We've got more canister facing the French now. My cavalry is actually losing this fight over here, and I seem to have forgot to move my chevaliers. They've snagged onto this, and oh, it's a specific heavy cavalry unit, is it? It seems to be defeating all my cavalry, so I'm gonna go ahead and retire. Guard dragoons charging my cuirassiers. At least my cuirassiers will hold, I hope. Given that it's so much heavy cavalry, we'll definitely have to form square at this point. And my cavalry was kind of lost, which I don't really like. They're not really using these cannons, but it would be really nice to get them before they actually decide to that they're gonna use them. It's those guard carbineers, which I believe is one. Oh shit! Who's running? This unit decided to run. The French have shot down another cannon of ours, so we've lost half our cannons. Ooh, we kind of ambushed the guys there. Let's see if I can get more muskets on the line here against that 1 conscript unit. I wonder if the square is not that big of a deal at this point, so instead we'll fix the gap, and this unit, we need the muskets on the line, so I'll draw a line in between the 2 cannons and put them to fire at will. These guys are not really firing, and these guys are getting hammered as they move into position. My cuirassiers were successful though.
Our men are running, sir.
And rather than turning back, we're going to continue on and try to get those enemies. The enemy cavalry keeps throwing itself at this square, and all we can do is hope that it holds. The line infantry is punishing the enemy. My cannons are doing their work. This unit, I guess, is about to get flank fired by the enemy. And it's actually it's actually losing quite a bit. So we're gonna retire it. Oh, the enemy started firing on the house. Guard dragoons. Let's see if I can avoid these guys. And now my reinforcements are coming in. General is no point, but I can't actually withdraw him. So I guess you'll go ahead and join the rest of us. They're putting a lot of effort to try and break that square. I wonder if I can reorganize the troops inside to actually start firing on this unit a little bit better. Oh, the cannon is facing that way, but I don't think that's a good way to fire. Better if you face this way. My cuirassiers, of course, were stuck. Imperial... no, it's the Dragoon of the Empress. So another elite unit. The Dragoons of the Empress was one of those units that were... where Napoleon kind of failed because he put really too many... Like, Napoleon liked his elite units to the point where it was actually detrimental to the army experience as a whole. We're gonna have to put forward the reserve elite units here, where it was a detriment to the army as a whole because it took experience away from normal unit and just put them all in these, a lot of these rather silly elite units. Fire towards here, and you can fire towards here. Try to break the cavalry. Secondary general has arrived. What's this? Infantry unit back to the front. So we've punished the enemy a lot. I really don't want my cannons to run away. We're getting reinforced cavalry, which I definitely need.
Sir, our general is under attack.
They're not attacking so much on this side. And it seems like they're all now going down this route, which means I can kind of turn up. And they can get all hammered. I really like the fact that these units here have held out so well as they have. Given what they've been up against. Main general, I'll put you over here. The other general, put over here. We'll put the two line infantry, the König's line infantry, move them up to deal with the cavalry. And we'll have the Bavarian grenadiers in the back, try to conserve them a little bit. Oh shit, that cannon just gave up. I think we will get extra cannons from this unit. If we can see about getting those cannons. They've organized them really poorly. Get into place. And then this infantry unit will get into place. There's only this cannon left. We'll redraw this line. You will hold fire and then get a new order to fire at will. Shit. I forgot the cavalry once more. You will retire. Lost quite a few men out of that. Finally, we're breaking the French heavy cavalry. And the Duchy of Bergen's cavalry is forced away as well. They're still attacking from over here. I want to drag them... Oh shit, I completely forgot about these guys. Have you swing in on the side, and then we'll hope that we can kind of lure the enemy to come in here, and then they can be shot at by the house. Nice. Infantry units are coming back. We'll place the infantry units over here, and the 2 Koenig units will hold the front. Damn, they were snagged on by... No, possibly not. Keep going, cuirassiers. Charge! No, 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 no. Do not turn that way. Continue forwards into the French cannons. Yes. Slaughter them. And just as they limber up as well. So that means we will get them all complete slaughter. So with 2 cannons have been taken out, 3 cannons have been taken out. Shit, they've deployed howitzers somewhere. More French cavalry moving forwards. But they're too tired at this point to even make it to our lines. And they're broken. These units were broken. Small unit of Young Guard is still holding around here. That's how our troops move up through the flank.
Our men are running, sir.
Right, my cavalry attack's not going too well, but there's no surprise there. Ooh, it looks as though... Yes, I took out everything except 2 cannons. Let's see about trying to organize the reinforcements that are coming in here. Let's see if we can't get the line to support each other. Canister is not really needed firing that way. You're better off firing that way. I'm wondering, let's see, is any unit on the brink of running out of ammo? No, we've got plenty of ammo so far. The light unit will take a position next to the house, and then I guess we can gain some ground here by taking up positions closer to the house. You can get a station like that. Got small French unit of oh, it's the Empress Dragoons, 45 of them, but they're really tired at this point and they're being sandwiched by fresh troops. Stand no chance against the superior force. And then this fresh Bavarian Chevalier can go out and take care of that Voltigier company, which is now on their own. Oh yeah, tell the cannon to hold fire. And then charge these guys away. And so with that, the first army is destroyed, and we held out for that. The ground is littered with bodies. We still have got some cannons up here. We can see about moving forward and getting rid of all of it as the enemy reinforcements are turning up. So they got an 8-pounder setting up over here. They got another 8-pounder coming in. They've got more 8-pounders. I guess the other ones were horse-drawn. We've got more howitzers. And here's the French general, looking off into the distance, waiting for his reinforcements. As we approached, and we attacked the old guard cannon. And we're gonna deal with those guys. But to their aid, they've got Chasseurs à Cheval storming in to aid them. Now we outnumber the Chasseurs à Cheval, but they've got some bit of infantry support from over there. The main thing though is that we're here to slaughter this cannon unit, and we definitely did that, because I'm pretty sure we got them to the man almost. We'll see if there's any wig-wearing Frenchmen running away on foot. Doesn't look like it, means that we got all of them. Which means that we got our target, and there's no point in continuing the assault. So we'll retire. Yeah, it looks like we got every single one of that cannon crew. Nice. This cannon's gonna be very useful to us. 2 line infantry units, very needed as well. We'll replace the 3 small units here, and we'll have them march back into town, and they can take up position in the houses just to have some guerrilla fighting back there. As the fighting continues. The house isn't that bad, 21% is not that bad. Cavalry organizing itself. I'm pretty sure we will be able to succeed here. Though, might be a little bit worrisome that the French got so much cannon. And they're actually slowly, bit by bit, actually moving them closer to us. Shooting us down. So I'm wondering if we should leave our defensive position. Most of what the enemy has is smaller remnant units. But I'm not entirely sure. I think most of our defense here was the fact that they were attacking us. Or mostly why I won here was that we were defending, we had houses to protect against the enemy coming on towards us. Going out into the open to meet the French might be a big mistake. What are they aiming for? Not sure. What I can do is I can wait for the enemy to get close enough that I don't have to march a long way to actually get them. I guess the important part is to keep the cavalry intact and then have them storm in and charge down the enemy cannons, because that's going to be very important. And now we do have a few French units moving forwards, coming into range. Tell the cannon to hold fire. Select canister. Oh, it's not really a great view here, is it? Bunch of trees right in the way, and it's gonna soak up a lot of bullets. Oh, they are firing on the farm a bit again. I would want to relocate the cannon, maybe more towards here. But it seems like a bit of canister came through anyways and hit these guys. Pretty brave of this unit, with only 68 men moving forwards to the town and moving into that kind of firepower that they saw there. But the officer came to his senses. Oh, now they're starting to really bombard the farmhouse. A veteran unit moving in on the flank, and we got grenadiers attacking the flank. Purposefully kind of trying to make it a 1v1 fight. Gonna have to put more units on the line. I don't want to risk my big cavalry unit, but I could risk the dragoon to sweep these away. We got 2 units firing on these guys, and I want this one kind of to fall back a little bit. And then as the enemy now, they can't really form because there's something. Oh, it's a log. There's a log right in the way there. That's why they can't form straight. We don't really need to protect from this angle anymore. In the same way anyways. So I'm kind of guessing that the enemy is fully kind of engaged here. With us firing. Oh, and they've got second line moving up. And I want the canister then to face this way. It's the grenadiers. We gotta keep an eye on those. You know what? We can get them now when they're not in formation. At least I hope anyways. We'll be able to arrive before they're able to fire. And it looks like we will. So they're spread out. No information. Perfect target for us to run through. And then not getting stuck in the grenadiers. We're going to continue on and strike these guys in the back. To cause as much mayhem among the enemy line as possible. Gained a chevron from that. And the grenadiers are actually falling apart, but our unit, they took too much. A light infantry unit is moving up quickly. And it seems like we're gonna have to need the other unit here as well. And it looks like my howitzers are not going to be able to come into line in time. Shit, if these guys open fire in our flank, then we're gone. Deploy the grenadiers. And we're going to need this cavalry ASAP. And I'm going to need you guys to deploy and fire canister. So far they haven't opened fire yet, which is good. And hopefully they won't either. Ooh, and they're gonna be attacked from the back. They've got no idea. The commander's like, wait a minute, hold for a second. They're still kind of holding on though. It's not a complete disaster for them. Right, let's try to get these. I want to get out of the houses though. But it doesn't look as though we'll be able to. Canister, go through that unit. The Chevaliers are back for a second charge. Oh, there comes a French cavalry horse, or a general's horse. How in God's blazes. They will lose so many cavalrymen fighting this Lightfoot. They killed loads there. Shit, it looks like... Okay, this cannon's gonna have to deploy as well. Oh, no wonder you have problems when you're not even firing. It would be great if you can actually fire. My grenadiers should be able to deal with these. God damn it, we lost that unit. You're gonna have to deploy immediately, firing canister directly towards the enemy. And I kinda need to get this unit out here to get proper fire on the enemy. And how come you guys are not really able to break through and get these light infantry? It's kind of an even fight there, which I find rather surprising. Oh, the enemy is trying to charge us down. It's a National Guard unit, among others. Come on, I've given you the barrage ability. Aim for this one. Boom. Well, they can rest once they won that fight. Boom. I really need this cannon though, guys. I really need this cannon. Another bloody light infantry unit. Ah, shit. Fire, 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 fire! No! They were just about to fire. Hopefully the cannon crew gets out of there in time. My grenadiers won barely in these two fights. My elite guard unit suffered heavily. The line is holding though. Will support with a general. This unit does not look too healthy at this point. Ah, only 6 men managed to get away. And then we got 10 here, and now they're going for my reinforcements. And there's way too many Frenchmen for us to actually take them on in a proper way. Try to line up here and make some kind of a stand. So they're purposefully cutting me off for my reinforcements. And now those light infantry are back. Can I get canister kind of going this way? And then it's unattainable to hold the position out here. So we're actually gonna retreat the entire line, kinda, in towards the city instead. How's it going out here, the reinforcement units? Oh, we shot down the cannon crew that's trying to save itself. It's no, it's a reserve unit and a normal line infantry. Hopefully the French will come at us though bayonet style. It seems like they're kinda in that kind of mood. And going that way we can just shoot them down as they approach. And hopefully as the cannon crew leaves the field we'll get 2 extra units. They're not even really firing at us, it's just a massive blob moving forward. But the French bloody morale must be godly, because even though we're doing all this damage to them, they just keep moving back, or like they They're not seemingly phased by the fire. I mean, they made it all the way right in front of us. Why aren't you firing anymore? Boom! Wonderful volley, and at point blank range they shoot it. They broke the reserve unit! They broke it. Jesus Christ though, and that one shot. More or less. Come on guys. They're right there. Come on, you can break them. They're just standing right there. Shoot the bastards. I mean, they're right in front of you. What seems to be the problem? Oh, it was the angle, you say? An execution of that National Guard unit. Right, with that kind of dealt with, or as best as I can. You know what? Let these veterans march on to us. The two biggie units can hold next to the cannon, and these two can get in around here somewhere. Cannon, I want you to fire canister this way. Canister is my lifesaver. And as you noticed, my cavalry is gone. Very unfortunate. Oh, why did you end up like this? You're supposed to be two units next to each other. And... ooh, I'm getting some reinforcement though. And one of the units rallied. Grenadier. Line infantry. And this reserve. We can actually beat these Frenchmen. And the enemy is kind of ended up in a stalemate going into town. As they proceeded into town, we were able to break them. Hold fire for a second. Round shot this unit. Most of the infantry unit seems to have gone to deal with my reinforcements, which is actually kind of good, because then I don't have to deal with them. This is going to be a long bloody battle. I only got halfway. The French have found out the best angle to fire at our troops, to fire this way. That's not a shit angle at all. Still though, because it's French light infantry, they're absolutely slaughtering. Even though I've got so many more units firing on them. I'm wondering if he's shooting our own in the back here. Yeah, a little bit actually. They're focusing in on this unit, so we can take both of these. What? Oh. National Guard though, firing from that angle. I don't think that would break them. Oh. The French light infantry is OP as hell. Absolutely just slaughtering everything. I mean, it's kind of too late to charge in. I should have done that earlier. But, yeah, the reserve infantry. At least they might... ah, they're not gonna buy time for these guys. Right, back here. Go one line infantry over there. Mostly it seems as though there's cannon over here. So we can have the light infantry move out and get rid of them. And the guys in the house can focus on shooting down the general. There's one unit over there, National Guard. Koenig unit, you can sit behind the wall, and then the other one can run out here. Get rid of this one. Oh, now this is gonna be so bad. A French light infantry unit able to fire on my men as they enter the field. This is how I cheese the enemy or the AI, not how the AI is supposed to cheese me. Open fire immediately. I don't know if that's a good idea. It's probably not. Into column, try to run this way. Hopefully we can get them kind of distracted and then kind of charge at them. Most likely that's not going to work that well, but it's I don't have a lot of other choices. Jesus Christ.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, that didn't work. At least we're kind of this, or the enemy is moving now. Gonna move in an angle. And I can get some Bavarian Jaeger battalion, that's gonna be good. Because that will be able to deploy in a better... Ah, nice! We're actually gonna reach them.
Our men are running, sir.
Deploying light formation immediately. Okay, we'll try to shoot at them from this angle. Oh, and quickly, if you please. And then Bavarian light infantry. Oh, come on, open fire. What, you didn't get a single soul? How did you manage not to shoot anyone? The light infantry can... I think they can deal with the National Guard. They should be able to. Great. Bavarian Grenadier Guard. Now we've got something to deal with them. However, we need them to avoid getting fired at. So the light infantry will go over there and the Grenadier Guard will go over here. Oh, now they're gone. Charge! Really nice. Thank God for the French light infantry. I've completely forgot my troops that I sent out here. Great. But they seem to have done pretty well for themselves. Despite my lack of taking control of them. And I think we will actually be able to rout the enemy forces over here. We've routed all the enemy forces in town. However, a single unit of French light infantry was able to rout a lot of these reinforcement units and just slaughtered. Jesus Christ. At least we will get rid of all the cannons here. So it will be only be, let's see, we got one National Guard unit. My guys behind the wall, I guess, kinda did it. Let's put both here, as I believe that's where the militia is going, or the National Guard unit. Nice. And the French cannons. have been defeated. And we're not gonna see them anymore. The light infantry will head over here to scout out that enemy unit. And I want to drag the enemy though closer on the wall. So we'll retire this one. And you know what? We'll retire this one as well. And then move it forward as the enemy approaches. As the enemy comes into line. Yes, I think that's enough. Hurry up and take position behind the wall. That should limit the casualties quite severely for us. Or substantially, I should say. And make it a lot harder for them to attack. However, as we can see, most of the enemy units kind of covered. So I think in the long run, we have a pretty good chance. What's this? Cannon is back. Great. However, it seems to be... Okay, we'll put one unit to go back and deal with them. Enemy National Guard. I'm thinking the enemy light should be going this way. But they could still be around this corner here somewhere. Deal with this one and over here. Right, let's speed this up a little bit. This battle has gone on for 45 minutes at this point. And let's not wait for the gods to decide our fate. Let's move in the grenadiers into the flank here. Ah, the enemy has been spotted. Out in the open. 2 units, National Guard and light infantry. Move into position and strike. The enemy over here was broken. Then the elite brigade will line up and try to take on the enemy from the front. They're not bothered at all. Not at all bothered by us tearing up the flank. I shouldn't really say tearing because we're not actually killing that many. The enemy is just ignoring us. Let's see how well they ignore the front line. We're gonna have to send more troops over there though. And the general to support. Okay, now they're actually turning. The cannon crew bypassed my unit. Oh, what's this? You know what? If I could kill the French general... that will probably break the enemy. Grouchy is dead. And so hopefully is his ambition of taking Berlin. Hopefully this unit will... yeah, that one gave up. And I'm pretty sure this one will give up any second now. As it will be the last unit on the field for the enemy. Now it's attacked from all sides. The cannon was sent away. You're without reinforcement. You're cornered on all sides. We've got you now. You French bastards. Damn, this unit. It's like some kind of super villain from a one of those cartoon hero movies. We need to just bring everything in to bring them to justice.
Our men are running
Captain
first.
Bavaria, where is Captain Bavaria when we need him? I like how this unit broke, even though the enemy wasn't even shooting at them. But there we have it. By God. Right. Given that this video has dragged on for at least 50 minutes almost, I imagine. An hour, most likely. We're gonna end it right here, and the next one will pick up for what most likely will be the last one, as we, by all accounts, will have another French full stack attack us, maybe even before the end of the turn. Oh no, we will see the statistics, of course. I almost forgot, sorry about that. And here we have the statistics, so it looks as though most infantry units and so actually survived, which is good. However, the French, what we can see, the smoke right here, is the big resupply depot in the Brandenburg area, which is on fire. We deployed 6,800 men, and the enemy deployed 6,000. I actually thought that I out-deployed the enemy, but apparently I didn't. The enemy lost 4,500, so it's only about a difference in 1,000 men. The enemy has got 1,500, we got 3,000. The important thing after this battle is to consolidate the position in Berlin and probably merge some of the troops. And yeah, with that I'm gonna end the video right here. So hopefully you guys know. No, we'll first this. I forgot this. I'm so eager to end it just because it's been such a long video, but we need to see who was the ones that killed most, and it was Bavarian light infantry and my cannons. No surprise there. My cavalry is nowhere to be seen. They turn up here, so really poor maneuvering by with my cavalry. But then again, they were facing the absolute elite of the elite French cavalry, so maybe no surprise that they didn't do too well. And it was such a big battle that as we saw, I kind of forgot certain areas of the battle as well. But now, when we've seen this, now I can end it with peace of mind. So, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!